Okay, kids, if you followed my posts or saw my video yesterday, you already know that I'm losing my words. So instead of not doing a video, because typically I'm like, I'm not going to do a video because I sound like a babbling buffoon. So I decided I'm just going to write my shit out and then I will read it. So I'm going to be your news reporter for the day. Let's do this. I share all this stuff on Patreon. So if you are ready for more content, if you're ready for guided meditations and such, come join me over there. For now, though, let's look at the energy of today. So today, when I get up in the morning, I ask my guides, what's going on today? Sometimes I do something with that. Sometimes I have full sessions, so I'm off and running for my paid clientele. So already had my sessions for today. So now I can share some content with you. Anyway, when I get up in the morning, I ask my team, what do I need to do? What do I need to know today? So this morning I was given the zebra as an animal messenger. And then today is a 6th day. So what is today? 8/6/2026. Add all those up, reduce to the smallest amount. That's a 6th day. Okay. So holding two truths at once, zebra medicine and the universal 6 frequency. So again, when I asked my guides for a messenger, they brought the zebra. I love when zebra steps forward because the medicine, its healing message, is so clear and unmistakable. Think about this for a second. Zebra, black and white. Right or wrong? Yes or no? It's just black and white. Okay. Zebra doesn't ask you to choose between black or white or dilute itself into the gray area. It holds both in equal harmony within the same body. Two truths. So when we pair zebra's wisdom with today's universal 6, which equal, and I wrote it out so people would know how to do that. It is just the 8/6/2026. It's 24, 2 plus 4 is 6. Energetic mandate. It's an energetic mandate for us that becomes crystal clear. The number 6 brings emotional clarity, nervous system coherence, and heart-centered alignment. And because I was joking about being a news anchor, I hear this just in. The combined message, integrate your emotional truth. I get weirder every freaking day. So Zebra shows up when you are holding two truths at once. The version of you that you've been and the emerging. And then they're pulling me to Sag. I'm gonna look that up. Hold on. I have a cheat sheet on my wall for all my zodiac signs, and they're pulling me to the Sagittarius energy. Anytime Spirit has me staring at something, they want me to build that in. So I'll pause this. Blah, 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 blah. I will pause this in a moment and look that up. So again, two truths at once. The 6 frequency brings a compassion needed to integrate both without judgment. So together, Zebra and the 6th day say, stop forcing yourself into a box. Your emotional truth is layered, and today is about integrating it instead of choosing sides. What today invites you to do is, if you find yourself feeling pulled in two directions today, pause before labeling it as confusion. You are not confused, you're integrating. So today is the day to honor both sides of yourself. Acknowledge where you've been just as much as where you're going. Sometimes we don't want to look back, look at them. That just came up in a session this morning. Somebody who's had so much trauma in their own life that they just shut the door on it and won't look at it. Well, that still manifests and it still creates harm within our lives because what we're blocking is growing behind the scenes, so to speak. So, and if we don't look at it and process it, we're not healing. That's how you move through shit, is by looking at it, bringing it into the light, exposing it to the light, exposing it to truth. Here's what this was for me. Okay. Even the bad things that we feel, because we humans do, soul doesn't. We label shit. I did this, it was awful. Okay, you did then. You didn't do it today. Look at what it was and what it taught you. No matter what that is for you, look at it. Okay. So that's honoring both sides of yourself. Stop shrinking to stay safe. The stripes on a zebra don't hide, they define it. There. Look at me, motherfucker. Don't hide who you are either. This is about stepping into your authentic integrity. Who am I? What do I want to show the world? What am I when I show up for myself? Who am I when I show up for myself? Are there people that I'm around right now where I feel if I'm being authentic, they'll either judge me or they'll push me away? If they're judging you, maybe they're not your people. Maybe your people would embrace you wholeheartedly. Okay. Let your intuition and emotions coexist. Allow your inner knowing and your human feelings to walk hand in hand. Release over responsibility. Nurturing others should never require abandoning your own alignment. That has come up quite a few times today as well. Yes, some of us are here to be caretakers, but that doesn't mean we can't take care of ourselves first. Choose what feels true in your body. Pay attention to where your system feels relaxed versus where it feels restricted. Body's talking to us all the time, but we tend to ignore it. Tummy grumbles. Ooh, what is that? That's your power center. Ooh, why is it doing that? It must be something I ate. Or it's something that you're either not processing or need to process. Okay. Again, choose what feels true in your body. Pay attention to where your system feels relaxed versus where it feels restricted. Okay, and the core frequency. Zebra is +6 is the frequency of alignment through honesty. I just heard and into integrity. Integration through compassion. Clarity through contrast. Black and white. Clarity through contrast. You don't have to choose between who you were and who you're becoming. You are allowed to be both. And right here in the middle of the shift. So stand in your full contrast, honor your layered truth, and let yourself integrate today. And then I said, what did I say? If it resonates, drop a comment. You don't have to drop a comment, but I am going to go look up Sagittarius. Okay, this is interesting to me because Sagittarius is fire with direction. It's not chaotic, it's not explosive, but it's aimed. It's the frequency of someone who sees farther than the room they're standing in and refuses to shrink their vision to match people's limits. Again, if you're feeling like you have to shrink to match somebody else's, channel Sagittarius energy. Again, you don't have to tell people if you're doing weird stuff. You can just do it in here. I ask to channel the energy of the Sagittarius today. I'm standing in my power. I'm using that fire to my best advantage. Okay, so, well, somatic. So if you're getting, I know somebody's going to take this someplace dirty, but that's fine if that's what you need to do. Just don't do it on the thread. So Sagittarius energy lives in our thighs, which is movement and momentum. It lives in our hips, which is freedom and direction, and our solar plexus, which is confidence and fire. When aligned, it feels like forward motion. So I have a horse background. I used to train and give riding lessons before my world went nuts. And so there is a saying when you're horseback riding, hips like somebody who's very free with their movement. Hips like that. Okay. So I would, if you're feeling these, if you're having a sensation that's not always pleasurable in those areas, what I would recommend is movement. Movement, stretching, releasing that energy. Toxic energy gets stored in all parts of our bodies. Release it. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.